Hey, there we go. All right. Every time when your streaming provider changes things on you, it gets mad. This time, what was it, like a 7 or 8 second countdown? It used to be three.
Yes.
So there we are. There we go. But we made it this time. We got the intro in, so that was good. Um, Happy with that. How are you, sir?
I'm doing quite well. We were talking a couple of times where things were just picking up speed, and the family, and because you only got one set of health. It's not like a role playing game where your health bars. I think if people walked around and they had a health bar above their heads, that would probably be really indicative.
You can find a
Health,
little health pack.
yeah, healthcare in the U.S. would be a lot easier. It'd be like, holy crap, he's only got 2 bars left, you know, or the Zelda with the little hearts. You're like, oh shit, this guy's about to go.
Oh, Lord.
But we don't have those things, and so it'd be what it be, and so taking care of the wife, because that's the biggest thing, and then making sure that everything is straight, making time for the family. So because airsoft, turning it from a hobby into your obsession, your passion, into a full-time thing, it's real.
Yep.
So
No,
you and I know it very well. So that's what I've been up to. How you been?
No, that's fantastic. Let me start there. It's been 3 weeks. No, more than that. Official 3 weeks.
Yeah, 1 March was the official retirement.
All right. Okay, so technically 2 weeks then. All right. So
yeah, Uncle Sam, the eagle, only partially pooped in my wallet. So it was, the breakup is complete. So yes, she's not called the big green mistress that my friends used to call the Army. She officially is done with me. The breakup is complete. She needs to get the rest of her stuff out of my house. I've got 6 duffel bags that are mine, not Lucian's. I've got. So anybody wants any multicam shit? So no. A friend of mine once said it is the Army is the most loving, hateful bitch. Loves you 1 minute, hates you the next, and the breakup is very sudden and scandalous. And so yes, she needs to come get all her stuff out of my house.
Most of my relationships throughout my life would be very akin to exactly my Army relationship.
See, yeah, okay.
Thank you for cooking me dinner. It's so wonderful. I love you so much. Why are you 3 seconds late? You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yes.
What's up, Shane?
Hey, Shane. What's up, man? Like I was saying, focusing on the hobbies, the passions, trying to get the real steel thing off the ground. We've got kit, we've got body armor. We're working that angle. We're going to NRA this weekend.
Wow. Okay.
So we'll do, it was either SHOT Show or NRA, and we were like, you know what, NRA is a bigger bang for the buck.
Yeah. Especially for what you're trying to do.
Yeah. So plus it's industry to customers. So that so you'll see a lot of live casting this weekend for Houston. So we'll be down there. You'll see a lot of familiar faces, and then we're going to Copan. And then after Copan, we're going to freaking Juck, going to GTI. Yep. So yeah, man, it's picking up steam, and going to be good. Oh, Sergeant Major's in the chat. So yeah, dude. So yeah, that's the big thing right now. And it's exciting, dude. But I think we were talking about before, like a year ago, and you were like, all right, you're getting ready to retire. What are you getting ready to do? And I'm like, I don't know. No. But I have friends now, guys that are still in, because you either paint it back or you paint it forward.
Yep.
And so I had a lot of great mentors. I had Snick, I had freaking Escobar, Mendoza. They were like, it's going to be okay. Here's how you do it. Blanca Reyes, so I had a lot of good friends that were quick to say, hey man, let's let your heart not be troubled. We will help you. And so that was a big deal. And so I have friends on the reverse end. I'm getting ready to retire. I don't know what to do. I'm like, hey bro, give me a call. I'll help you out. Talking with a couple of guys. I don't want to name drop them because their command could be like, oh, they're going to retire. Fuck that guy. So I've got a couple of friends that are still in that are like, okay, hey man, I'm getting ready to get this retirement gig. Help me. And I'm like, sure, absolutely.
Yep.
I
remember oh man, it had to be at least 3 years ago, I think, at Thunderdome. I went up to you and we were talking about, I think it was your knee at the time. And I was like, listen, let me talk to you. I know you know this, but let me say it anyway. And you're like, no, I know. I'm like, please, just let me get it out. I gotta say it. And over the next 3 years, it was like, how you doing? Where you at? Okay, cool. Keep going. You're gonna be fine. Keep going. You're gonna be fine. And
and that's important, man. Like for the guys out there that are still in, that are getting ready to separate, ETS, retire, what have you, or medically retire. Hey man, we're here for you. We're here to help mentor you, answer questions. Hell, we can, not saying I have the answers, but we can find out together. I
think I told you the story about someone that I knew very close to me. I'm gonna give him up, but 17 years he'd been on the line, constantly deployed too, like all the time deployed. And he got selected to go be ROTC instructor. And I talked to him before he was going, and I said, listen, I need you to do me a favor. I said, you ever been to therapy before? He goes, not really. I said, I want you to find yourself a counselor, start going to therapy now. He goes, why? I said, because you are currently on all the time, nonstop. You're ready, which is great for what you're doing. You're supposed to be ready. At any given moment, bang, you're there. You're getting ready to go somewhere where you're not on at all. Not at all. And your brain doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. You have to recondition. He was
not me, man. I put those cadets on freaking Ready One, man. It was great.
I think he was 10 days in, and he ended up having to go to the hospital. He had basically a panic attack.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he wasn't getting where's my response to my readiness.
Yeah, that's what I love about airsoft. Tyler Gray, good dude, talked about there's PTSD and then there's lack of traumatic stress. LTSD, where lack of traumatic stress syndrome. And I was like, dude, that's it. That's what it is. He was like, you go from operating great under chaos. You thrive in chaos, and then all of a sudden there is no more chaos, and you go, what do I do with it? So yeah, dude, that's what I love about it.
If you're poor in the brain, you end up creating the chaos, which ruins all your relationships.
Yes. Yeah. And so yeah, Tyler Gray was hit the nail right on the head. So yeah, I shared you.
I shared it. It's unusual. Sometimes the channels don't connect. It's unusual. Usually by now we've got folks that are in, but okay. All right,
yeah.
Cool.
So killing time until more people. So, but no.
I had some folks that say they had that they had some questions for you.
Yeah, got quite a few questions coming in. And I love it when people predicate, hey, it's my first Third Coast event, going to Stonebreaker. What's the camping like? Is there a cost? No, there is no cost. It is first come, first serve space.
Yep.
Plenty of space. I don't think we've ever run out of space. But it is primitive camping. There's no hookups for the RVs. You can go find that tree, go for it. Just get there. We open the gate at noon for campers on Friday. Get there, set up. Check-in doesn't start until 1 o'clock, and then chrono opens at 2.
Yep.
So hey, is there going to be vendors there? Yeah, there's going to be lots of, there's going to be on-to-go surplus. There's going to be airsoft junkies. So those are our 2 prime vendors. I think Wolverine's coming. I know they're
Oh,
coming.
okay.
Infinitec, Infotech, the thermal optics are going to be there. Core Night Vision will be there with his rentals.
There you go.
Midwest Armor is going to be there. MOS will be there. So we've
Okay.
got.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they started. You guys started hooking up a little bit from, was it not Viking, before Viking?
Yeah,
Fury?
Gladius.
Gladius. Okay,
Yeah,
that's right. Yep. That's right.
yeah. So, having a bunch of folks there, the industry, that's a big deal because that's a touch point for the players. Doomsday Airsoft will be there. We've got a
Yep.
FTX Tactical coming. So we've got quite a bit of industry
Ed, what's going on,
there.
pal? Long time.
A lot of guys were like, well, I can make it to the event. I don't want to miss anything. What's going on Friday? Friday, if you're not doing the tier 1, the tier 1 is sold out. That's only 60 players.
That's awesome.
The other 540 of you, go look at vendor row. Go look at sponsor row. Go talk to industry, man. Wolverine will be there. They're going to have the AK there, so you can go look
Oh,
at
the
that.
new AK. Yeah.
Yeah. Airborne Tactical Solutions, Paul will be there. He'll have his, helicopter will be there. They'll have their own vending booth set up, selling T-shirts and whatnot. The industry is going to be there, and we want players talking to industry. That is a big deal.
For 2 reasons. I mean, you get a chance to ask your questions, but you also get a chance to give feedback, and it's real feedback that gets turned into just in a real time format. I have to say, probably one of the best from vendor standpoint feedback converted to product is Jack's Cherub.
Yeah, Cherub.
You say something to him. If he had his printers with him, he'd have done it on the spot.
Right.
He sent Yordi. Yordi told him about a bunch of stuff we had, and by the time we got back from, I forget where we traveled to last, we showed up, and like a day later, there was a box that got shipped for him.
Yeah.
And it had the fixed version. He's like, "Tell me what you think about this." So it was like he's dead on it. And anybody, tell anybody. I mean, Tactical. When you go see him, every time he's got new patches. Talk to him about his patches. Anybody you got a problem with or question about, Core is awesome to talk to. They're fantastic to talk to.
Yeah.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steve Tom, what's up, dude?
The other thing, Barnwell, Steve.
So the other thing that's coming up that we started this past event at Iron Fury was the field outreach program. We're having the fields they're coming to the event anyway.
Yep.
So like Rats Airsoft, BattleTac, you guys having the Doomsday out of Alabama coming out to the event, setting up a table and saying, "Hey, here we are. We're here every weekend." And you had folks that were like, "Well, I live in Florida. Hell, I didn't know I was 15 minutes down the road from Papa." Yeah, man. Or the guys in Alabama, they're like, "Dude, you're right there. Holy cow!" Or Rats. So having field outreach is a big deal.
For sure.
And kicking that off at Fury and continuing that, because that's how it kind of goes back to what we talked about one night, where it's like, how do we grow the sport? National events is not where you grow the sport. It's the weekends, man.
It is, and doing it right. And which, here's the crappy thing is, and you've probably heard it before, like I get busy, so I do only go to national events, but that's because I'm running the local event.
Right.
It's like, but there are guys. Oh, I only go. Well, okay. If you only attend national events, fine. And you do have someplace local to you, find some way to be a patron, though. Find some way to go to it. If you have to buy BBs, buy them from them.
Yeah.
You got to buy equipment. If you got to do things like that, get it from those guys. Do what you got to do to help support. I didn't even see Sergeant Myers there. What's up, Mike? Find a way to do that, because that keeps them alive. We just lost Holy Cows up in Newport Richie, Stampede. Yep. They just sold. Who else? Danny sold Black Tiger because he was burnt out. He just sold that to somebody. If you don't go, they're gonna go away. And if they go away, where are you going to play? Where are you going to get your stuff? What
So in 25, 26, by count, I counted 62 airsoft fields and vendors that have gone under. And that's just adding the few that you just remind. I was like, oh shit, let me, I keep a yellow pad right by my desk, and it's just like, holy cow, man, seeing it all the time, going up, that's another one. And that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. Now, don't get me wrong. The ones I really take notice of are like, they're super established. They've been around a long time, and all of a sudden they're gone, and you go,
yeah.
Oh, what happened? The guys that have been around for like a year, they're like, I'm starting an airsoft business. I'm like, well, let me give you some advice. And it's not because of the money. Don't get high on your own supply, and for God's sakes, it's a business. So the purpose of a business is to stay in business. Pay your employees, pay your bills, and then if there's anything left, pay yourself. But a lot of times, be ready. There ain't gonna be anything left for you.
And don't think that there's competition. That's the word. That's the thing that kills us all the most. Is that talk to the guys that have it. I love Jeremy Blackburn. Ninja. Love him to death. He and I talk all the time. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, try this. Oh, you're doing that.
Right.
It doesn't hurt anybody. It only grows it. So do that.
Well, I've said it before. We don't suffer from too many event producers. We suffer from too few players.
Yep.
And we truly can play year round, except when it's god awful hot. And even then, I still see some crazy people playing airsoft. Where paintball has a season. It gets too cold, can't play. Werewolf. Yep. Established fields go down the drain because they stop holding decent events. Yeah, man. It's not when somebody comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Sal, I got a great idea," and I'm like, "Lay it on me, man. I'll hear you out." And they're like, "I'm gonna get a case and I'm gonna walk around the field." And they gotta. I'm like, "Stop, dude. This is not Airsoft 2006. I know you haven't been around. I know you haven't been in the sport very long, but I can tell you that game style is not good. Like, the player base will be like, ugh."
I got to give you a win that I just had. 9 years I've been trying to make it happen. 9 years I've been trying to get airsofters to want to improve themselves, want to actually beat somebody else, not say they beat and then complain about a cheat, anything like that. 2 weeks ago, we did our first, I called it, it was April Fool's, so I called it Break Yourself April Fool's. And there were guys in the Discord that were talking smack to each other. They just constantly, blah, blah, blah. So I jumped in. I'm like, stop. You're done. Next Wednesday, you're coming on. This is it. This is fight night. So I had a bunch of teams show up, 3v3, and they all went on the field. They showed up with their enthusiasm here. Their energy was here, right? 3 hours later, energy's up here. They're high-fiving each other.
Right.
No cheating. The reason why there was no cheating, nobody wanted to get disqualified for it. They wanted to beat the other guy.
Right.
They didn't want to win. They wanted to beat him. That was, if you've ever played, you play a sport.
Right.
You don't just you want to be better. It's not about taking the win. A forfeit's a win. Nobody wants a forfeit.
No.
You want the win. You want to beat them to win. So I did a 1v1 this past weekend. Did full bracket style, double elimination.
Right.
Oh, these guys went nuts. Absolutely nuts. I got video I'm going to be putting up soon. I had a DJ inside, whole thing. They went crazy for 9 years. Sal, I've been trying to put this together to get guys to come out and want to improve themselves. They wanted to fight the guy who they thought was better than them so they could beat him and be better. I was like, thank you, Lord. Thank you. This is exactly it.
It only works. It only works in like, because I remember
What's up, Luck?
Airsoft competitive league or whatever and it's like, stop. This is you're not going to have that success. The environment and who hosts it will create that error. You had people like, well, it's going to be awesome. Like, stop, man. Competitive paintball sucks because competitive paintball, there's guys cheating their ass off. So, you know, I just hey guys, if you can't cheat a bullet, don't cheat a BB. You know,
Yeah.
and you know, it's true. I see guys doing stuff that I would never do for real, like bulldogging corners, just running out there spraying, and it's like, guys, would you do that for real? Well, no, but it's airsoft. I'm like, yeah, but this is combat sim, this mil sim. Okay, you know, I get it. You do it because it's just BB pain. Okay, but you know, you'll be surprised when the shit goes down for real how your body will not respond the way you want it to. You know, so anyways, but no, competitive. I think you know, you've got good sportsmanship, you've got the right atmosphere established, it will work. You know, and that's a big deal. You know, I love public shaming. I love shaming fucking cheaters. I love it. It's like, hey guys, you suck. You know you suck. I'm gonna put it out there. You know, but yeah, lucky I'm right there with you. You took the words right out of, you know, what I was about to say. The experience to me is everything.
That now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me. You're right. Getting on the arena, like Freddie says, getting kinetic. You know,
Yep.
like getting out there and actually getting in the game. 100%, 100%. These were challenges to win. That's what
Right.
these were. So, years ago when I tried it, nobody wanted. Like they said they wanted it. When it came time to do it, they didn't want to prove themselves.
Right.
You know, and every time I tried, guys were like, man, I don't know, and you know, and so to have it now, them wanting to go, okay, yes, getting out there and playing, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see how good I really am,
Right.
and I actually got them to do it.
And
That's
there's like I said, the atmosphere and the timing is everything
mhm,
on that.
yeah,
You know, I think there's we had one guy on the real steel side of things a couple of weeks ago. I hadn't seen the dude in 30 years. Shows up and I know I'm not going to make it. I said, well, not with that attitude, you know, you're going to shoot all 6 stations. I'll walk with you. You know, once you get done shooting my stage, I'll close my stage down, and I will walk with you until we get it done, because we're in the people building business, both
mhm,
real steel side of things and airsoft side of things. So that's a big piece. So I fall back on what Lucky said. You know, just getting out there,
right,
getting the buy-in, plugging in. That's a big piece of it. And then when and if you have the stamina and desire for more, and the
mhm,
atmosphere and the environment allow for it, then yeah, get in on that 2 versus 2 or that
yep,
3 versus
yep,
3. And there are times where I want to build a scenario, like coaches design tier ones to where they can be failed, you know, and we're at the AAR going, all right, do we meet mission? And then sometimes it's like, sometimes it's like, and then sometimes it's like, you know, and they're hesitant to, like, all right, let's talk about this. Did we grab so and so? Did we blow this up? Oh, okay, so we kind of partially did it, because you're hypersensitive to your own performance, which is
mhm.
great, because that's what a lot of guys in the real business do. But yeah, all right. So
So, well, yeah, we brought up a good segue there, adaptation and all that. We've got Stonebreaker coming up.
mm-hmm.
Right, that's what we're here to talk about. And I know with every new with every new event, you have added something new. I think past 7 events, you
Yeah,
just keep adding more and more new, which is, I mean, it's insane, but it's great. So, um, first let's do this. Let me throw that down there for those that don't know, which you should. If you
yep.
don't, there you go. Um, so tell me about talk about Stonebreaker first, and
All
then
right.
go through your stuff.
So Stonebreaker, 123 May, going down at GTI, the Government Training Institute in Barnwell, South Carolina. It is the 12th installment. It is the 18th time that we will be at GTI. Every time is different. Working
Mhm.
on always changing the game there. Um, Brand new alphas for this one. Flipped the field.
Yep.
Talked to both commanders already. Had good calls with both of them. Player feedback really drove that. If we decide to do an Iron Dagger in 26 or 27, I think we generally use the AAs that we have for Stonebreaker. So depending on what comes out of Stonebreaker will drive what Dagger looks like. Now, Little Bird, we brought in, we brought it. We were going to have the Huey.
What's up, Pat?
We talked to Airborne Tactical Training Solutions, and they said, "Hey, no, aircraft is going to be too expensive. Parts are a big thing right now because of the Middle East. Let's do Little Bird." Okay, we'll do Little Bird. So we switched mid-stride. We got to rework the. That's a problem set for us, not the players. We're going to rework the chalk times to get everybody to fly roughly in the same windows. And then there's a post-flight mission. So the guys who did it at Viking got off the Bird, got on a truck. They went into the subway, had a great time. There will be a post-flight mission that builds on itself. So if you're one chalk and you get off the Bird, you got to hurry up because there's that chalk that was before you. They are in the shit. They're fighting that post-flight mission. So they're waiting for you to show up and support them. So we're really excited about the post-flight mission, the ground mission. The AO is, I just talked to Brian out there at GTI today. We're doing some tweaks to the AO. Players, you'll find that out when you get there because it's never the same. So in terms of where things are on the field, we're moving some shipping containers around. We're getting some access to places. So we're excited on that piece. Friday I think is going to be a great day because of the number of sponsors coming out. We got Bacon's Bridge coming out doing the barbecue, the on-site food truck. Mark and Stephanie from On the Go Surplus. They've always come in clutch every time. Players are like, I forgot my pants back at the house. That's like 3 days away from me.
Dude, they're not just they're more than just a store on the road. They are the way they've got it out. They're amazing, and they're great people.
Hell, one time I flew and I had my boots literally came unglued, and I went over to Mark and Steph and I was like, "Do you guys have any like size 12 boots?" They're like, "Here you go." I'm like, "Oh shit," So they've saved me both feet and hands, gloves and boots. So we're glad that they're going to be there again. G&G just stepped up. They've sponsored the Bird once again. So players that get on the Little Bird, you'll have access to the LMGs.
You got the LMGs. Yep, there you go. Yep.
So they came on board this week. We're excited. MOS will be there, so that's a good one. It's going to be a good time. I think we're going to land up selling out. Western's damn near sold out. Eastern's catching up.
Yep.
It's the last 2 weeks.
But
I know, like Eastern's had a good,
habits, but all right.
Eastern's had a good run, man. I don't know what's going on here. Both sides came out of Iron Fury feeling extremely confident and competent. So Viking was a great time for Eastern. So yeah, here we are, dude. I'm excited because I got Copan. I got Centurion. A week later, I'm there at GTI. So,
yep.
I'm
not. That's same trip, different coast.
Yeah.
we're doing one of these.
Yes.
It's
so 3 weeks. I got NRA, Copan, Centurion, and then freaking GTI. So, guys had asked us what's coming up in 26 and 27. We're definitely jumping up north. We're going up to Crescent Prison for Bone Crusher. The hardest part about Bone Crusher was the patch this year. Thank you to Brian at Tactical for having lots of patience with us because that everybody was like, the whole staff was like throwing in ideas and finally we were like, here, and he took it and because it would be too easy to use AI to generate a patch, but to take everyone's ideas and go something like this, and then Brian does it, and it's like that's cool. Tickets for that drop in 5 days. And I know the Northeast is excited for us to come up there. And of course, Texas is like, when's the next Starburst? I got you. I'm working that piece. We've got the dates in with the Marines for October.
As I say, Starburst is usually later in the year, isn't it?
Yeah. We're trying to get that laid on, but right now things are a little busy someplace, so we can't really, hey, Department of War, can you stop what you're doing so you can answer my email? No, it doesn't work that way. So we're looking at we've got the weekends requested in October with the Marine Corps for Starburst. September, we're looking at a couple of places. I don't know if we do an Iron Dagger, it will not look like previous daggers.
Okay.
Just because player feedback is big, and then the players that are like 24 and a half hours, let's fucking do this. I'm like, yeah, okay. That was like 40 of you guys. The other 360 were like, I'm at the hotel. And then the insurance was a big piece. So do we do one? Yes. Will it be continuous operations? Yeah, for about 12 hours, and you'll take a break and you'll come back later. Otherwise, my staff will kill me. So we're looking at doing that.
Do every couple of years. It's not terrible to do every couple of years.
Snip's like, shut your mouth. But the question is where. The real question is, where do we do it? And so we're working on that right now. We have a lot of ideas, particularly Snick's area, neck of the woods, where we want to do an Iron Dagger, and what does that look like? We know what we want it to look like. We just want to see if it's feasible at the place we want to do it at. Mm-hmm. So may not be GTI. So I say that because if you were thinking about maybe I'll go to Stonebreaker, maybe I won't, maybe I'll just wait for Dagger. There is a high likelihood that Dagger will not be at GTI in fall of 26, but it will be somewhere on the East Coast. So I would probably think of, shit, I better go to Stonebreaker, otherwise I'm not going to see GTI again until 27. That's probably a 80% reality. But yeah. And then I got guys messaging me, what about Prairie Fire? When are you going to bring back the NAMSoft? Well,
I don't want.
I would love to do one in Florida. That's on the whiteboard this week. It's like, can we do a Vietnam airsoft game in Florida?
Keep trying to find you a place, man.
It's AO driven. I've got a place here in Texas. Just the player base here in Texas is just not. NAMSoft. Vietnam Airsoft, Vietnam Combat Sim. We've done a couple of them before, had a lot of fun doing it. But we just got to go lock in the AO.
Got to do it in the Midwest so that I could be a tunnel rat. Can't do that in Florida. I'll end up in the water.
Well, there's a great field here in Central Texas that's got tunnels. He did it right, man. Dave out there at Texas Paintball, just great field. We just got to go and talk to him and see what we can do. The hard part is that would be literally a winter game. So
no, it's bad enough without gators.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. But yeah.
So let me ask you this now. We just did Fury.
Yep.
And you introduced some new categories. The
Yes.
HMGs and SPRs and things like that. So let me throw this real quick up also for these guys. There we go.
There we go. Read them again. Yes.
You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah. So what we did based on it, we worked on this for a good while. It's been on the suggestion board for a while, having a light machine gun class and a medium machine gun class. So the difference is LMGs, so 5.56, 7.62 by 39. That's the AK round. Anything at that level and below is 1.86 joules. Okay, with a 3.2. Why is that? Well, that's what it was already. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're going to run a DMR and it's non 308, non 762 by 54, in other words, you're running a 5.56 or something, a Tabuk 762 by 39, then you're in that SPR class, special purpose rifle, and that's got a 1.86, and so that's the LMGs and SPRs. Then what we did is had the medium machine gun class, so 7.62 by 51, 308, 7.62 by 54, the Russian PKM round. You now are up to 2.12 joules with a 3.2. But it comes with an MED, and it truly does, and you have to have that in there. And then your DMRs are 308 and above. So, you got guys, hey, CRISPR, you had guys that, for example, one of the TDZ guys, he built a hammer. FN, when they were competing with the squad automatic weapon, they developed a drum-fed 7.62 fully automatic open bolt FN Scar.
Jeez.
Okay, and obviously the Marines were like, great, no, we're going to go with the M27. And so he's like, hey, can I rock this as a MMG? What size bullet is it you shoot in real life? 7.62, 308. And I said, yeah, get it up there. And so the reason why we did that, so if you're going to rock a PKM, you're going to rock a M60, you're going to rock a 240. Dudes, I can tell you right now, I carried the hell out of that damn 240 at Iron Fury when we went up to Camaria on the boat. There's a great picture somewhere of me rocking with my guys, and I 49 years old, humping a freaking 240 all over the field. And it was like, hey, big thanks to Lancer for bringing those out. Dude, laying down some hate. And it's a bitch to carry that damn thing. Well, if you're limited to 1.86, it's not, get it up to 2.12, let it reach out and touch somebody like it's supposed to. And so we put those into effect starting with Fury, and now it's a thing. And so Lucky, talking with guys like Lucky and talking with Ghost and going, hey, first off, is it feasible to chrono? And he's absolutely. We've already got the classes established. Let's just split hairs and go. People kind of went, will the industry respond? Well, yeah, they will. Sure. Just like when we had the SMG class back in 2017. Next thing you know, everybody's punched out SMGs. G&G just came out with a great MP5 build. So yeah, we know that the industry will do it. And once we started talking about it and started vocalizing it with the industry, guys like Lancer were like, oh yeah, we got it. You
start out with the guys that it affects because they're the ones who wanted to do it first.
Right.
Then they do it. Then it catches on. Then it becomes a thing. And then they start making the guns. Like, that's just what's going to happen. Nobody's going to make anything if it's not selling. It's got to sell before it's made, kind of thing. Where it's got to be sought after. You got to look in the boards and all and see. I wish somebody would make a multi-shot grenade launcher.
Yep.
Got it. Right? Or anything like it. It's got to. But guys that are complaining aren't the guys that want these guns in the first place.
Right.
The guys that want the guns are the guys that are sitting there. I've made a perfect gun for exactly this class. I wish that class would exist.
Right.
Here's your chance.
And so
there you go.
What's interesting in Lucky, we had the SMG class, and next thing you know, the industry responded very well.
Yep.
Because you remember back in 2017, you had it was an MP5, or you had some weird Mac 10, and there was nothing in between, man. Next thing you know, you got G&G pumping out their PCC 45. You've got UKR,
ARPs, the PCCs.
Yeah, so it didn't take them long.
King Arms made their 9mm.
Yep, I have the thing somewhere.
What's up, Bubba?
Yeah, hey, ladies and gentlemen, Bubba in the house. Camarian Defense. So we had. It was awesome to see industry response when we started vocalizing it to industry. Next thing you know, you've got G&G with their light machine gun, which didn't really take off initially. Now it's out there. Lancer going, behold, this 240. And we're like, whoa.
Lancer's stepping up the game. I don't care what anybody
dude. That brand, for them to come on as a sponsor, we were talking with them, and it was like, dude, you guys got some good stuff, and for them to put in two 240s into the pre-game raffle for Fury was awesome. I like the old school Mag 58. I know that's a big shout out to Bubba. The Mag 58's my jam. It's a 240 when you lose all the heat shields. But yeah. Yes, CRISPR, somehow, some way we will get an Uzi back in.
We had the conversation.
I'll
work on it.
We'll just 3D print the damn thing and be done with it. Anyway.
I'll work on it, I promise.
So be careful though, because IWI will come after you. They ain't nothing like a bunch of pissed off, Israelis that are like, hey.
I don't need that. No, thank you.
It's like the Galil thing. The Mark 48, some of the ones, you got a lot of guys out there that are belt fed lovers. Bren Gunn, one of the guys like Sal, I don't know if I can get my BAR to shoot 2.12, but challenge accepted. I'm like, there you go.
If you leave it at AAG, it's really hard to do.
Yes.
Especially because of how long the barrel is. That's the biggest challenge. You got all that volume you got to fill.
Yeah.
Yep.
But hey, man, if just like the damn submachine gunners, to get it at 1 joule, it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
Dion Franklin, talking about the industry, we often forget that we worked with Wolverine on that 12 gauge, the Dracaris, and some fields like it, some fields don't. Some event producers like it, some event producers don't. I know the guys over at AMS hate us because we have the SMG class, we've got SPRs, DMRs, light machine gunners, medium machine gunners. Hey, Yordi. So we've catered because we want to get into that combat sim.
Quack, indeed.
Yeah. We want to get into that combat simulation environment. Where
hey, Bubba, by the way, tell Sisu it's alive. Just let her know it's alive. I couldn't believe we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. I know what you're talking about. So I have to mule it. I have to mule it for him.
It was ugly.
So, to have the industry and have the players connect, and then you have the resulting, I'm going to get McDonald's. You want something?
He's so fat. You are so fat.
You fell off the wagon, sir. What the hell?
He ate a whole bag of Chex Mix yesterday. Whole bag.
Whole bag of Chex Mix.
Dumping it in his big fat face. That's right. You're fat, Yordi.
Damn. Shaming on the podcast.
Oh, no.
Happens.
It keeps him in shape.
He'll be out there tomorrow going, just, I got you.
Okay.
So
I dangle candy in front of him as he's curling. He's like,
you just brought back a memory there. Okay, so Stonebreaker, Tier 1 sold out, man. I've just gotten another email like, Sal, will there be any more Tier 1 tickets? No.
Not gonna open any more up.
You've got 3 platoons of 20 men each. I give Coach a lot of credit because he looks at GTI. He spends hours designing Tier 1s for this place to use it to its max potential, and every year, he's got to do it, different. So, 3 platoons, silver, gold, and green. Notice we only sold tickets for gold and green, so we're going to split them up into 3 platoons. There will be a sniper requirement. There will be an anti-armor requirement. There will be breaching. Boy, will there be breaching.
You're giving every reason for me not to feel bad for Coach. You know him. That he enjoys it too. This is his autism. This is his savant. This is his.
Yes.
He's like, hey, guess what else I can do? Watch this.
They're also going to get access to the control room, which, because of previous event producer, player damage, we generally won't get access to it, but they're going to get it for the Tier 1. So I was kind of excited about that. And then depending on how it goes, we may continue to get access to it beyond that. So we're kind of a test case. Things that we brought in the last year.
Oh, there you go.
The mortar system has worked out in ways that, I mean, when Coach said, "Hey, man, they were approved. They're coming across the pond from the UK. I want them," and I went, "Oh, okay." I think players are going to want them, and I said, "Okay, Coach, keep talking, man. I'll follow you off a cliff." And so you were with us at Gladius when we debuted them. And then the first time they went live, Force on Force, was Viking.
Yep.
And holy shit, Nate Lord over on Western, along with Fletch, and then over Tim Wingo and Mother on Eastern. Guys, man. And then to see them come back and be used at Fury, and guys are shooting over bodies of water, going from one part of the park across an inlet, hitting guys on the other. The guys are getting like, they're not newbies anymore with these things.
Standard equipment now at a TCA event. You show up, it would be weird not to have mortars, not to have drones, not to have 8 vehicles minimum. Not that
Right.
these are standard things now. This is not, oh wow, that's pretty cool. No, that's, if it's not there, you're like, what the hell? This is what I came here for. Like, that's the whole new standard.
And so now you have guys. I was on a good phone call with one of the vehicle crews the other night, and they want to do a standardized SOP, a standard operating procedure on what's on a truck. They're like, yeah, we want to do a standard load plan. Can you send us an example from your days in the Army? I'm like, okay, I can send you what a Humvee one is, but good luck. And so sharing that with them was awesome, because they were trying to type it and go, this is going to be the standard loadout for our vehicles. Yeah, Dustin Moss was reading that. It's like, oh, they're mortaring the area ahead of us. Yeah. The action at Tina at Iron Fury was awesome. Both sides were chucking mortars at each other, just doing damage. So yeah, we'll see some mortar action at Copan because we've got guys that did some pre-orders, so we'll be delivering them down there.
Awesome.
And then obviously we'll have the biggest question we get from folks that are interested in the mortar system is, will we have the rounds? It's like, I don't want to buy it and then the rounds are, I'm like, guys, the round supply is assured.
Yeah.
We bought enough rounds for 2 years worth of airsoft events. So trust me. Yeah. And then each side is crowdfunding their mortar supply, because we give each side 2 tubes and 12 rounds. After that, if they want more rounds, they got to buy them. So both sides are doing like this GoFundMe, or buy a patch, and the patch proceeds go to buying rounds. So both sides are like trying to get their round count higher.
Walk around with a bucket, just bombs for the poor. Bombs for the poor.
Yeah, and I laugh, but hey, man, it's this assumes Germany doesn't try to invade England. Yes, Lucky, you are correct, sir.
Don't let him go down the rabbit hole. Don't let him go down the rabbit hole.
He will. He'll do it. Oh shit, he's going. But no. So that was the first question. Was like, okay, is there a steady supply of rounds? Yes, there is a steady supply of rounds. Well, so and so is doing a mortar system. Yeah, but their mortar system is going to be insanely expensive, even though the rounds are going to be cheap. And then are they going to have them? So
found on eBay, guys, go and check it out. Double Bell. Did you see their mortar tube?
Yes.
It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. We couldn't find anywhere that it actually launches. It's just a shower shell
Yes.
Couldn't find that it actually launches.
I literally just went on there right now.
It looks it has
Okay.
an appearance of looking super cool. I don't believe it does anything. It's just a
So
shower shell.
I've seen that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I see the double bell. Okay.
Yep. Which is,
Um,
I bring it up because you just said, there's so many people that are other people are coming out with it, other people are coming out with it. Be careful what you look at because it may not be exactly what you think it is. You know,
um,
they did a great job making the shells look awesome. And when I
I'm
look closer at it,
yeah, I'm curious because is it, to me I'm looking at going bipod, bipod. Um, I wonder what it's made out of. It says steel.
yeah,
Uh,
that's what scared me. That round, if that round does actually launch, you're killing children. That's like it's going to crush
They're
some kid's
killing
head.
children. Think of the
It's gonna
children.
happen, man.
Um, wow, no, that's neat. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I just don't think it does what we think it does.
Um, interesting. I'm looking at there's another one they have on there. Um, and again, a lot of people are they're trying to get in there and okay, um, let's see where this goes. Kind of goes back to the original conversation of the industry. We've come in and we said, ta-da, we've done this. And seeing the industry try to rush and keep up. Which, okay, let's see where it goes. I remember the Hades. That thing was scared the hell out of me the first time I saw that at an airsoft field.
Nick, I think you're right, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shower shell, Nick. The other one is I saw one that came out in Spain, and it basically launched a water balloon.
You got to
go
start
figure.
somewhere.
You got to start somewhere.
I mean, if you look at again, I used Cherub, I used Jax as an example. He started somewhere, and look where he is now.
Off to the races, right?
Yeah. Stop it, CRISPR.
I didn't take long. It didn't take long. So on the subject of vehicles, you mentioned you have 18 vehicles, 9 on each side, but not any vehicle can be an airsoft technical. We've had to come in and go, hey guys, there needs to be a little bit of control on this, because Muldoon's wanted to get on the field. I got this old clunker. I'm like, no, please God, no. So we've had to kind of tamp that down a little bit in terms of it needs to add to the aura of the event. One guy hit me up and said, I am building an overbody kit that's going to fit on top of a UTV, and it's going to look like a tank. And I went, I know exactly what you're doing because I'm trying to build one myself.
I need a link for the track. Just saying.
And what he was doing was he was inspired by the picture I posted once from Foldy Gap many years ago, and they had an overbody kit that sat on top of a UTV, and it looked like a tank. And I said, "Yep, sounds pretty cool, man. Would that be allowed?" I said, "Let me know what it looks like when you get done. If it looks like a hobo tank, we got problems." So, but no, I think having that sense of what you're going to expect to see on the field is very much the goal. We still have fire markers. We still have each side still has air support that they've got to plan. And a lot of the younger players don't realize that. They think it's just a black suit running around setting off pyro. And it's like, no. Ask Papa. He sits in the command post. He knows how this works.
Yep.
It's okay. What aircraft do we have up right now? Okay, great. Hey, boss, can we use it? Yeah. Or you've got Wendell going, you ain't using my aircraft. Fuck off. Or in your case, you were using aircraft to keep the skies protected.
Yep.
And so, Fury, man, I think both commanders were like, protect the force. And so you had
played a very defensive game together.
And you did. It was great. both of you guys were like, how come I haven't gotten any air support? I'm like, gee, that's an F-15 overhead. And you're like, oh, Craig White's the same way. Hey, I called an A-10 strike in a while ago. I'm like, oh, look, there's a MiG-29 above. And he's like,
we were playing under domes.
yes. And so for the guys in command, they're playing one level of airsoft, and then for the shooters at the the pointy end of the spear, they're like, man, this is great, Sal. There's not that much air support, and I'm like, yeah, there isn't. But when you want it, there won't be either. So that's a problem.
Changes are coming, yes, sir.
Yeah. And the sport has to evolve, right? And if you want airsoft, there's other sponsors, other producers that do it. We made that shift in 24, 25 to start going combat sim. So yeah. Yeah.
If you go back about 10 years, it was still a thing, like the patches, HPAs for fat guys. I don't know if you remember those.
Yeah, I remember those.
AG purists. I was one for a long time.
Yeah.
Too simple. Well, it's not that it's too simple. It's one moving part, nothing breaks. It's
Right.
inventive. It's the next level. Why keep breaking things when you can go this direction and it still works well? And that's the evolution and it's continuous evolution. Like you said, you're constantly okay. So here's the next thing. Go do it. Oh, look, industry response. Here's the next thing.
Right.
Industry response. Absolutely.
I think we're talking to Wolverine, their inline stock, the air stock. Something that we would have never thought of. You're like, man, having a stock. Now they've got that the buffer tube. The tank is almost the size of the buffer tube. Reality, so you're not getting too far away.
Yes, CRISPR, and it has healed very well, sir.
Oh yes.
Very well.
Yes. Yeah, Dustin Moss, great story from Fury. I walked from Jupiter through a set of tan front line. Then I walked past a green skirmish line, kept walking. I ran into a tan skirmish line. So in the span of like 15 minutes, I did 3 passages of lines, which is just for a military guy. I'm like, this should not be. This should not be. Then I keep walking and I see another green like front line. I'm like, these guys are layered like an Oreo. Jesus, like holy cow! And it was great. It was awesome. They asked us, hey, are we going back to do Fury next year? Yes, we are. The North Carolina Parks Department. I'm thinking about where you're at. The North Carolina Parks Department has asked us. They've said, hey, we'd love to have you back. So we're getting down to the schedule already.
Third Brigade.
Yeah, Third Brigade. The Thundering Third.
Thank you, Bubba, for the patch.
Yeah, dude, Bubba was on fire, dude.
Yeah.
The next one is are we, based on all the damage we did, fuck. Yes, Guardian Center has asked us to come back. Even though we left mud ruts and
put all your divots back. Did we
to the tune of $5,000. Yes, we put all the divots back. But they've asked us, hey, let's talk about 27. So good job. We're going back. That's a big deal. Let me see. Obviously going to Crescent. So working that piece. Working on an AO in September. The staff we've come together. The senior staff has come together and said, here's what we don't want to do, and I agree. So we just need to nail down an AO that we've been talking about for a while.
Awesome.
So yeah, man.
I hope to have the exclusive when it comes out.
Yeah. Of course. And in Florida, man, we really want to do a NamSoft game in Florida. No, Lucky, not the first go around at Crescent. Bone Crusher has always been a vehicle. Bone Strike and Bone Crusher have always been no vehicles. Guardian Center is not charge a rain tax. Actually, mud, sir. I was going to make a joke about, hey, we'll get some little guys, grease them up, throw them in a mud pit, and we'll have a good time.
I have guys coming with me um, to Stonebreaker when they saw the map and then they saw the actual like the Google map or the
Objectives?
yeah the actual true satellite imagery of it. They're like, oh. I'm like, yeah, that's what you because when I was trying to point out, I'm like, and these are connexes over here, and this is this over here, and this is when you see the actual satellite view of it, you're like, oh shit, okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right, and he starts, and I'd see the wheels start to turn. He's like doing one of these, so they are crazy excited about it.
Yeah. And then the AO, GTI is bigger than Guardian Center. Guys don't realize that. So they're like, and I'm like, hey guys, you do realize that it is a much larger AO than the Guardian Center.
Well, it's because you get a lot of guys that just want to play right there in the jock. They want to play
Yeah.
just right in that. And I mean, I seldom go up on the hill there. I'm other side. I'm out in the woods, being left in
that's
3 hours in one location.
So what I love about this particular Stonebreaker is the placement of the AAs. But it comes at a cost, man. I hate putting alphas near the damn parking lots because that allure that I'll just go sit over there for 5 minutes. Let me go sit in my chair for 5 minutes. Next thing you know, you're eating a damn plate of barbecue. Next thing you know, you're hanging out and talking to Sam over at Junkies. Next thing you know, it's like, hey man, you got an hour left in phase 1. Oh shit, it'll take me an hour to get dressed. I'll just get on there for phase 2.
We got to put guards up. We got to put each faction has to have a guard up just to not let people out.
Where you going?
Check.
We'll do a milsim. It'll be milsim for real. Hey, check IDs. I'm doing a fucking gate guard. This is bullshit. But hey, I think for this time around, it is because we've never used those AA locations before.
Yep.
And so, talking with one of the commanders and going, not one of the faction commanders, one of the company commanders, and going, dude, I'm trying to analyze so and so's patterns of every time he's ever led guys there at GTI, and I'm like, good luck. Because there is no historical pattern because we've never had AAs there before. Well, you guys have done them over at the gatehouse and south of the admin building. I'm like,
same thing.
Not the same,
I had a call with Ron and we were going over. We were kind of geeking out over it. Yeah.
I talked to him last night and he was just like, "Yep, I got a plan. I'm happy with it." So okay, great. But there is no historical reference. Because you're coming in from different directions now.
Yeah, it's not the same. Last year, where we were coming in, last 2 years actually coming in, walking down to where Nora normally is, it's right there. You're passing it.
Right
now to go to Nora, you have to go all the way out to get to it. It's a completely different game, and it's got to be played completely different. You can't play it the same way.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I think so that's the exciting part because a guy came into Junkies the other night and went, I don't know, man. It's it's the same old shit. And Sam's looking at him going, what are you talking about? Have you seen the map? And the guy's like, no. So on the TV screen he pulls it up and he pulls up the map and he's like, oh shit, I didn't get a ticket. And it was like all of a sudden it's staring at him. He's like, you're right, it is different. It was like, yeah, man. You're like, don't sell it short. It's never the same. And then you're going to be that dude who wishes they had gone. Like the Muldoons that didn't go to Fury.
I come back every time. We do the AARs every time.
Yeah.
And if you can go back and look and watch any of the AARs we've done, if we did 2 AARs for Viking, 1 year than the next, it's a completely different talk. It's not the same thing. It's never the same thing. But some of that also relies on the guys. And I know Lucky loves this. Snick loves this as well. Relies on the guys. if you're going to show up and you're just playing TDM, then it's exactly the same thing. What are you
Yes.
doing? You know, if you're going to show up and you're going to follow the battle plan, and you're gonna achieve missions and look for objectives,
Man.
and wow, it's a
So
completely different game.
so the guys who went to Fury this time, all right. Hats off to every single to every one of those players, both green and tan, that went to Fury. They were some of the most mission focused players I've ever seen, and this is the first time I've said this openly. Those guys came out and did exactly what their command told them to do, and the game ended in a way that we didn't think it was going to end. We thought it was like, if Craig holds this and holds this, I think he'll be successful. And all of a sudden, it comes in. He held one more objective that we didn't think he was going to grab. That doesn't take away anything that Eastern did. Eastern held the ground, and Snick, again, the buy-in.
Always the buy-in. Always the
buy-in. And then last, thanks CRISPR top rope. The one thing that none of us missed at all was buildings.
Was the what?
There was no. I didn't miss a building. Nobody.
No, you don't. Again, different AO. There's no expectation of the building, and you're playing a completely different game. The woods you're fighting in there, not the same kind of woods that you find at GTI. The woods that are at Guardian Center, you seldom go into, and most guys don't ever. Most guys, you ask a guy if there's woods at Guardian Center, they most of them would say no, because they've never been in. I've fought in them, but it's only to get to another place.
Right.
Woods at Hibernia, that's where your fight is.
Yes.
That's where you're fighting. Like, it's a completely different game.
And then we identified where we want the objectives for next year. Like, we had the time on Saturday and Sunday to start bebopping around, and coach is like, "Hey, let me show you something." I'm like, "Oh," and I'm got my phone out. I'm like, grid, plot. And I'm like, "This is the new objective for next year." So we were making it. It was Bree always. Yeah, it was always objective Bree. I think for Stonebreaker, guys will like it, because you're going to have you've got one inside. You got one inside the jock building. You've got one right on the out. It's almost indoor-outdoor of the jock building. And then you've got Nora, which is the hexafluoride. You've got one that's over by the pipe yard. So you've got the terrain. We're using the terrain, but it's like you said, if you don't look at the buildings, if you see all you see the buildings for are buildings, you're kind of missing the point. Yep. I remember telling a player, "Hey man, it's a pass through." He's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Dude, you pass through the building to get to the other side." Mm-hmm. Well, they're in there, and you don't think you can go up around the bypass, And I'm like, it would be far easier for you if you stay focused and you stay where hey, we're telling you to go south. Well, yeah, they're controlling the high side. Like, you guys can't go through the building and come out the other end. And what happens is one or two of those kids stayed focused and they made it. The other one started chasing the rabbit, and they got lost. Dude, 8 legs. Dude,
you should be listening to this.
Not since 21. All right, we're gonna have fun.
We're talking about people that should go to Stonebreaker.
Oh,
although you've been to GTI 37 times, but different every time.
Dude. It's never the same blonde, dude. Sometimes she's a redhead, sometimes she's a brunette. Sometimes the carpet doesn't match the sheets. Anyway, so whatever. I mean, come out, put you on the bird. Let's go.
Hear that? They come out and put you on the bird.
He's like,
you get to shoot an LMG from the little bird.
So
only if you get to be the bad guy. There's no bad guy at this one.
Jeez.
Stonebreaker. He's grumpy.
He is grumpy. He hasn't gotten his McDonald's yet. It's all right.
He didn't
So
give me.
you didn't get McDonald's yet. So yeah, the big piece I think is not don't miss this one. Start getting your stuff together now.
Hmm.
That's a big piece of it. Start getting into that mode of hydration, a little bit of fitness. A week before an event, probably no time to get any kind of fitness in shape,
Yeah.
But having got, telling players all the time, what's one exercise, Sal, that will help me get better, for airsoft? I'm like, easy. Go get a box, go get a bench, go get a chair, put all your kit on, and practice getting up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down, standing up, and that will train your legs and train you to
Yep.
your kit. And they're like, really? Are you fucking with me? I'm like, I'm not fucking with you, man. Like, that is, if you have no other exercise, because you're not going to build that up. You're not going to build chest. No, that's not going to happen. I'm going to start running. That's great. You're going to start running around with your kit on. Don't do it in your schools. Okay. So, at a minimum, probably go get a chair, put it outside where the weather is, and put your kit on and practice getting up, sitting down, standing up, squatting, because that's really what's going to train your legs.
Years ago, when I got my backpack strap for my DMR, I put my kit on, I put it on, and then did chores around the house and packed all my stuff up. I did it while wearing all of it to see if it ever got in my way. That was
Yeah.
that was the key, to see if I could move around and it not get in the way. 'Cause we've talked about, I don't have a lot of real estate. I gotta. There's not much area for
Yeah.
back
Um,
here. So.
One of the female players that I used to run with, her plate carrier was only so big. You know, fitness donut in my gut. That's right. Um, and I never thought about it. Like, she was rocking 3 mags before it was like cool. Because that's all the real estate she had. She added
Yep.
another 3 mags to it. It was like, she's too far out there. So yeah,
Thank you, Ed.
damn, savage. So yeah,
Damn it.
but I would tell you, man, the biggest thing for us, I think, coming up in 26, 27 is, supporting local fields, shopping local, if they can. Give the local shot. If they don't have it, then order online, and then, get your reps in, so that way you can go to big events.
Yep.
That's the big piece for 26, 27, because you just don't want to miss an event.
Yeah. I think we got a lot of great stuff coming up, and I love seeing the numbers stack back up again. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And seeing the guys come out, seeing new faces, old faces bring in new faces, newer faces bring in brand new faces. It's fantastic. Um, thank you, Christopher. Yes, on me, a DMR mag is about that big. You are correct. But sir, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for talking about Stonebreaker and everything else.
Yeah.
Gentlemen in the chat, thank you guys for coming on and keeping it alive. And any last words?
Hey, so guys, gals, children of all ages, hey, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us, please. Not that I'm trying to get a YouTube dinner plate or anything, but we're always asking the question: how are you finding out about events?
Yeah.
Where's it at, man? Where, TikTok? Come on, where's it at, dude? It's not Truth Social, so come on. Like and subscribe, follow us, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then we'll see you at the events.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I will see you. I'll probably talk to you long before then, but I will see you in about a week and a half. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So, guys, until then, till the next one, I will see you all. Let me open this back up and get down there. And we are, come on now. Oh, there it is. And now we're out.